Hi, I'm Sam Thurgan and welcome to my 5-minute Parsha for Shlach. This week, Rabbi Steinsaltz gives a fascinating explanation of the words that the spies say. We know we have the 12 spies who go to investigate the land of Israel. 10 of them come back with a very negative report, discouraging the people from entering. It's only Caleb who speaks up in favor of the land, and Joshua on his side as well, though he's not so vocal. But the spies say it is a land that consumes its inhabitants. Eretz ochelet yashveha. It's a land that eats you up. And the conventional understanding is the one that Rashi says. Wherever they went, they saw funerals. People were dying. It's a deadly, poisonous land. That's the straightforward meaning. Rashi then goes on to explain, actually this was a favor that Hashem was doing them. Hashem brought a plague on the land at the time that they came in, so that people would be distracted with the plague and wouldn't be paying so much attention to the spies. But the conventional understanding is that the land consumes you, meaning it kills you. That's what it means. Rabbi Steinsaltz says that isn't really what the word ochelet, eats up, means. Eats up means to take into yourself, to consume, to subsume, that you become a part of it, rather than mastering or dominating it. He says the land, that the point the spies were making, and this was not factually disputed and cannot be factually disputed. They're not saying it's an Eretz Horeget Yoshveha, land that kills its inhabitants. But he says when we live here out in the desert, we are the masters of our lives and of our destinies and of our time. We choose when to study Torah, when to when to do this, when to do that, when to go to shul, which minion we're going to choose, and it's up to us. You're living in the land of Israel. A farmer is one of the least free people that exist. When's he going to farm? He's going to farm when he has to farm. What time is he going to wake up? Whatever time the land requires him to wake up is when he is going to do it. Oveid Hadama, a person who works the land, really in a sense is somebody who serves the land. There are certain immutables about the physical world and about agriculture that a person cannot change. Now today, with all of our technology, in many ways, we have become the masters of the land, whereas in the past we would have been, to an extent, the servants of the land. But this principle that the spies are saying, if you go into the land will eat you up. The land will be your master. You'll no longer be your own master. To a great extent, Rabbi Steinsaltz points out that's still true in Israel. In the diaspora, in the exile, we can choose more or less whatever career we want. What do we want to do at that time? What are you going to do right after school? Well, I'm going to take a gap year, or I'm going to go to yeshiva, I'm going to go in Israel, go to the army or national service. Oh, well, you know what, I don't really feel so comfortable with the army. I'm not against the army. I myself don't want to, Well, outside of the land of Israel, we have the luxury of making such choices. In the land of Israel, it is, in a sense, the land that determines that. The people working in the electric companies often got to be there even on Shabbat and even on Yom Kippur. Not because they don't believe, not because they aren't sincere in their commitment to Judaism, but because this is what the land, the society, the infrastructure requires. And there's no one to swap with. There's no one that you can say, you take my shift. Because if it's a Jewish country, right, then it means that Jews have to deal with everything. And so that's always been the great challenge of the land of Israel. And yet, Caleb's response is, but that's what Hashem has said, and that's what we need to do. We can do it. There's no question that we can do it. Of course, the challenge is very real and not to be undermined. But Steinsaltz points out, once a person gets involved in the world, the danger always is that he'll lose himself. And he offers a fascinating explanation with Yaakov Avinu. When he left the land of Israel, he had these dreams of angels going up and coming down ladders. And when he was in Haran, he started having these dreams of the sheep and goats mating. And he said, now I need to go back. When I was leaving Israel, I was having dreams of angels. Now if I'm having dreams of sheep and goats, time for me to go back to the land of Israel. Right? The danger always is getting caught up in the life in which we invest. Because it can be so consuming and it can be so demanding in a way that goes beyond our desires that we can lose track of those desires. But at the same time, there is something that we can achieve by giving ourselves over to the land, by giving ourselves over to the society, by investing in creating such a society to which we and the society are inextricably bound, not just a relationship of convenience, not just a here today, gone tomorrow. Living the desert is wonderful. I'm the master, but I'm the master of what? I'm the master of a desert. I'm the master of something transient, the master of something that leaves no mark. When we go into the land of Israel, yes, I want to make it work. I'm not choosing what time I get up in the morning. I'm not choosing the time that I invest. But at the end of the day, we're building a land. We're building a country, and we're building especially the land and the state of Israel, which already shines in many ways as a beacon of light and hope, but will do so in the future. Please God, with the light of 1,000 suns that will light up the entire world, that this is what a society, this is what a country, this is what a people is supposed to be. Shabbat Shalom.